Prepare a model for PTEX painting. Before we can actually start PTEX painting, we have to set up the overall resolution for each of the base faces of the mesh. It is possible for us to assign different resolutions for different areas of the model, but we might want to do that in this case to have more resolution around the eyes. But we want to set up the model so that the paint information is stored in its PTEX files. So to do that, we have to ensure that our model is in the 0 layer. Then we're going to go up to UVs and maps, and we're going to go to PTEX setup. Now there's two ways this can happen, and the first way I'm going to demonstrate is if I already have a UV paint layer set up, and I've already had set up one. So I'm going to get two different behaviors. So I go to the PTEX setup. It says, hey, wait a minute, you have a UV paint layer. What do you want to do? I like to delete them, and you can convert them to a PTEX later, but if you cancel, you're not going to get anything done. So I would delete them, and when you delete them, then you pop up into your PTEX setup. I'm going to cancel this, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go and make a new scene, and I'm going to go into the other behavior. So we're going to go right from scratch here, and I'm going to go up to my UV and maps, and I'll go to PTEX setup, and now I don't have that existing layer, and it brings me right to a PTEX setup. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see well. And what we are doing is we're going to increase or decrease the resolution. And right now it's about 1.4K. And I want to look at these little white diamonds or squares here. And I want to make sure that it has enough resolution for my needs. If I increase it, you'll see how that now got a sharper rectangle here, and now I'm up to 2.8K, and so I get more resolution in painting, but my file size goes up. I can increase it again. You can see how sharp it got. I could decrease it as well, and I'll go downwards from my original start. You can see how it's really blurry now, so I don't have the resolution, but my file size is very small. So I want to set it to an area in which I'm comfortable with the resolution and my file size. So once I have chosen that, I'll say done, and I'll zoom back out here. I'll track back out, and I have now set up my model for PTEX painting. And at this point, it is ready to go, and I can paint. So I can just go over to my paintbrush, and I can pick on any particular color, pick on some red here, and I can paint, and it'll create a paint layer. Notice it says saved as a PTEX file. So I can say OK, and now I've created a PTEX layer, and I can start painting. Okay. And so I can create layers as I normally do. This PTEX file is generated, and now I'm able to paint right on the 3D mesh, and the 3D paint will be tracked by each polygon on the model. It will not use any UVs at all. Right? So in order to us to start doing our PTEX, we had to set up the model.